I need a third hand. Okay. Believe it or not, I was like you once. 16 years ago, I was your club. Standing, walking, independent completely. Only really took 1 second to change my life to become a quadriplegic. Not the Christopher Reeves kind of quadriplegic, but I have no hand functions. I have barely enough control of my bicep. Definitely no tricep from chest down. Absolutely nothing. That's when I fell in love with extreme sports. I play wheelchair rugby. I got pushed out of a perfectly good plane, a downhill ski, you name it. And then people ask me, what are you going to do next? Well, I'm going to meet a dragon. Well, when you meet a dragon, the first thing you got to do, you got to look good. You got to hit the gym. Well, backtrack the story a little bit. When I said I want to meet a dragon, I'm Chinese. I may look like one. Hello. I sound like one as well. However, I'm a total banana. Not a pineapple, but a banana. I'm yellow on the outside, but completely white on the inside. So when I say I want to meet a dragon, I announced to the world that I'm going to wheel on the Great Wall of China. I've never actually seen the Great Wall when I announced it. I figured, why not? You probably noticed this picture. I tried to wheel. I figured the wall is steep. So I tried to wheel in Edmonton every steep hill that I could find with my own strength. I'm like, hey, quadriplegic, own power, why not? So that's about a 25-degree incline, a little steeper. And that's a lovely picture of my hand. Since I can't grab onto my wheels, I have to use my palm. So I burned a blister beside a blister, on top of a blister, inside of a blister, and a blister to prepare for my greatest achievement ever. It looks pretty now, but it was very painful when I was doing it. And this blister occurred just a few days before. And this is my first meeting with my dragon. I got on the wall. The first thing I said, oh shit. It's nothing like I imagined to be. The wall is man-built, and so is not only the incline I gotta worry about, it's also on top of a mountain. Like every good person, what do you do when you're faced with the unbelievable, really hard task? I spent 9 days traveling in China, not thinking about the wall at all. So I went to Tiananmen Square, which I've never been. I went to the Imperial Palace, which I've never been. Now I feel very Chinese. So once I done all that, my family showed up the night before I have to do the wall. They're there to support me. And the first thing they said, it's okay. You're a quadriplegic. Being on the wall, it's good enough. You don't have to actually wheel it. Like, do you know me? I'm here to date my dragon. So, thunderstorm started at 12 a.m. Ended at about 7:30 next morning. Slippery, rain. I gotta meet my dragon. That's all I ever thought about. That's my parents there, giving me a pep talk right before. So this is a picture of the wall, where I'm actually gonna go. So let me give you a rundown of how to get to the wall. It's about a 3-kilometer wheel from the bottom of the parkade, go to the base of the wall. Then it's about a 500-meter incline at about 40 degrees going up. That's only get to the base of going up to the wall. Then it's another about a 45-degree on this really rickety ramp, that they call it a ramp. Go up the walls, 2 steps into the gun tower, 2 steps down the gun tower, 8 steps up before I'm actually on the wall. So that's my viewpoint. And once I looked at the wall, there's more things I gotta worry about. You see, the wall has millions of people walking on it every day. The rocks are so worn, but the cement between the rocks were not. So you can imagine, the ramp is not smooth, to my surprise. So every time I want to give it a push, I have to pop a wheelie. For those physics people out there, momentum-wise, when I have to pop a wheelie to wheel a 25-degree incline that is not only straight but slant towards the side of the wall, it's a difficult task. I'm also on top of a mountain range that just rained, and normally in China with the smog and 27 degrees, you can imagine what I gotta deal with. And then I have about a couple of thousand behind me waiting for me. Hey, what is this girl doing? Why is she in a wheelchair and what the hell is she doing on the wall? Doing the wall is not the hard part, it's my muscles, as I don't have any triceps. So when I'm wheeling it, I feel the pain. I felt the pain probably after 30 seconds started because I kept veering off to the side and hitting the side of the wall, making my marks. As I go up, you can see that because the depth, I literally have to be on my belly, on my lap, pushing through my whole weight forward in order to just push one at a time. And 2 minutes in, I completely was in trouble. And when that happened, like most people, I started screaming at myself on top of my lungs, and then I couldn't scream anymore. I started counting. 1, 2, 2.5, 2.25, 2 and a little bit, 2, just a little more, almost 3. And that's when you get to the top. You see, you got to celebrate when you get to the top. It's not an easy task. Then people ask me, so what's your next biggest task you're going to encounter and the dragon you're going to meet? Well, let me introduce you to my biggest challenge yet and my smallest dragon. He is currently 26 and a little bit weeks old, and he's going to come out in 3 months. Thank God. My story, I'm not that great. I'm not awesome. Well, I'm a little bit awesome. But I want to say is that don't judge people by what you see offhand. Believe in the abilities. No matter how hard life may be, no matter how different life may be, if you believe your mighty self, you can meet your mighty dragon. Thank you.